Hi. We all know that we've got to use our mirrors properly when we're driving. You've got to check them when you change your speed, position, or before you want to indicate. There's even a separate video about that. Click the link up there if you want to watch that next. But there's also a few other things that the mirrors can help us with. There's a few interesting tips that we can give you to how to use your mirrors in other ways. So in this video, we're going to show you firstly how to set your mirrors up for the best view to minimize blind spots. And then we'll show you a few tips that hopefully you'll find useful. So stay tuned and stick around. Okay, so first of all, we've got to set our mirrors up so that we can use them properly. We need the best view. We don't really want too many blind spots. So let's do the right mirror first. Nearly all cars have electric mirror adjustment. Mine's got a little control down here. I'm going to select the right mirror. And then if we look at the mirror, currently that shows stuff. There's a sky. Now, there's various schools of thought on this, but I like to set my mirrors so the horizon is in the middle like that. And I like a little bit of my car in view on the left. I feel that helps me judge how close I am to things. You could move it further out to get slightly reduced blind spot, but I prefer just a little bit of car in view like that. So yeah, you want the horizon in the middle, about halfway up, and a little bit of your car on the left-hand side. Now, if you can't see the horizon because there's a building behind or anything else, then use your door handle. My door handle, the silver one in this car, is at the bottom left side of the mirror. That is going to give the same result effectively on most cars. We've also on this car added on the stick-on blind spot mirrors. I find they're great for parking, and there's also another use for those which we'll show you later on in this video. But yeah, that's how I set the right door mirror. You do want to keep it clean because that gives you a better view. So yeah, give it a clean if necessary. But yeah, that's how I set it. On the other side, the left-hand side of the car, I will select the left mirror. I need to make that look similar. So yeah, I'm just going to put my door handle in the bottom corner. That should, this time I can't see the horizon. There's trees in the way. So yeah, I'll use the door handle trick, and there we go. That looks about right to me. So that's the mirrors set. The next trick is, if it's been raining, they get wet, and it gets a bit annoying having to keep dry them all the time. So did you know that most cars have heated door mirrors now, and that is worked or selected by the heated rear window switch, or the rear demist. So I'm going to push that now, and notice how quickly the water will evaporate. I've sped the video up a little bit, but it takes about 2 to 3 minutes on this car and they're dry. So that's good. Once you're driving in the rain, you don't normally get any more rain on the mirror, but as soon as you stop, it's going to get wet again. So perhaps hit the button one more time. So that's the first trick. So the next trick is when you're leaving a parking bay between two cars. You can see here, I've got two red cars either side of me. It's not that difficult to scrape them when you're leaving the bay. When can you steer left or right safely? So if you go too early, you're going to hit these cars, and if you steer too late, you're going to hit those cars. This road isn't too narrow, but let me show you a trick with the mirrors. So we're going to creep forward, look safe, and then as soon as my mirror is past the car on the side you want to turn, so I'm turning left, I want to turn left, so that mirror has just gone past the nose of that red car. Believe it or not, I can actually steer full lock left now, and I won't hit the car. It's a bit scary, but yeah. I can see in the blind spot mirror on this side, I'm not going to hit it. I'll come round, and look, I've only used just over half of the road's width. So that is quite a useful tip. Just steer once your mirrors have passed the car. I'm going to reposition, and then I'll show you how to get out of the bay. Okay, so now I'm positioned in the bay and I want to reverse out. It's the same problem. When can I steer? If I steer too early, I'm going to hit my nose onto the side of these cars, and that's quite easy to do. Again, the trick is with the door mirrors. Once your door mirrors have passed the nose of the car, you're safe to turn. This time I need to reverse to the left, but yeah, if I go too early, I'm going to hit that red car on my right. So let's not do that. I will select reverse. Check no one's coming. So I'll go straight to start with. No one's coming. Can't steer yet, but look at the door mirrors. When that door mirror has passed that car, which is about there, I'm now free to turn. It's close, but I can't hit it. And that gives me all the room to get out. Perfect. So that's tip number 2 and 3 maybe. Okay, so the next tip is how to use the blind spot mirrors when you're parking at the side of the road. Because you'd like to park quite close to the curb, within 30 centimetres or about 12 inches, but it's hard to see how you did. So I am going to cross this roundabout, second exit, and then stop at the side of the road. When I stop the car, I do not use the side mirrors because you're looking at the back wheel, and that is in a different place to the front wheel usually. It's very easy to hit the curb doing that. But if I park the car using some judgment, I line up a part of the wiper with the curb, and then when I stop, I can check my position with the little mirror. That looks fine. So that's how they're useful. You can check your position once you've stopped. If it's not very good, you could possibly check it safe and then get a little bit closer. Let's just see if we can get a little bit less. There we go. So that is actually useful. In the main mirror, I can see the curb behind the car, but in the little mirror, I can actually see the curb halfway down the car and the back wheel. But remember, don't trust them when you're still moving forward, because the front wheel is likely to be closer when you're pulling in. So look to the front initially, and then the little mirror once you've stopped. Okay, so the next tip is to help with parallel parking. Now the trick with parallel parking is to know exactly when to turn right so that you finish next to the curb, and that's not always so easy to judge. So the trick I'm going to use is when I'm halfway parallel parked, whenever the curb disappears from the main left mirror over there, I will steer right. It's as simple as that. Let's give it a try. I've spotted a space just a couple of cars up, so I'm going to pull up next to the yellow car and park in the gap. So you can use whichever technique you like at this point. I'm going to do my favourite, which is steer full lock left when I'm next to the other car. Keep checking it's safe, nice and slow obviously. And then when I lose sight of the curb, it's full look right. And hopefully that will give us what we want. There we go. It's as easy as that.
If we need to change lanes, then we must do it safely. Did you know that most newer cars have a blind spot warning system which will warn you of a nearby vehicle? We have 2 white cars overtaking us. Look at the door mirror. Did you spot the warning? Our car shows an amber warning light when the other car is in the mirror's blind spot. I'll pause it next time. So never try to change lanes when that light is on, as there is a car hidden over your shoulder. However, we would never rely on that system to protect us, so always do a quick shoulder check before starting any lane change. Next, we will overtake the red lorry in front of us. We can see in our centre mirror that there are cars following us, but the right mirror shows they are far enough behind to change lanes safely. We have sped up to 70 miles an hour to pass the lorry promptly. After overtaking, we must return to the left lane, but we should ensure that we give the slower vehicle a safe gap. The way we do this is to wait until the whole of the other vehicle is visible in our centre mirror before indicating and steering back to the left lane.
So one more tip for you, and that's how to stop yourself getting dazzled at night. If you didn't know, your centre mirror has got an anti-dazzle feature. On this car, you have a little button to switch on or off an automatic system, or on my other car, there is a little handle you push and that will dim the mirror. So imagine you're driving at night, it's dark, you've got your headlamps on, but a car comes up behind you and they've forgotten to turn off the high beam or main beam. And it's so dazzling, you can hardly see where you're going. I mean, you could put your hand up and kind of cover the mirror, but that's not very good if it's happening. So yeah, flick the switch or let the auto system do its thing and it will prevent you from getting dazzled anymore. So yeah, there we go. That's one last tip to stop yourself getting dazzled at night. So there we are. That's a few useful tips with how you can use your mirrors in other ways. Hope you found it interesting. Click on the links above if you'd like a longer video about other ways you can use your mirrors. And for now at least, thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next video. Cheers.
If you found this video interesting, then please visit our channel, as there are over 200 more tutorial videos to help you improve your driving. If you would like to help us make new videos, then please consider becoming a member of our channel. Thanks for watching.